Hello, sweet souls. It's Sunday today, and I had a really busy weekend. I just got home from being with my parents, which was really, really nice. I had a really fun weekend. I had a date night on Friday with Michael, my boyfriend. I had a dinner night with my family yesterday. Did a lot of fun things. The weather's really bad this weekend, but I still had like a really good time. But now we just got home and Michael is going to a football game and I'm home alone, and I noticed that I started getting a bit anxious when I was in the car. Anxious for, I think, a few tangible reasons, like things like work and stuff, but also just more a general feeling of anxiety that I think sometimes still comes up when I'm home alone. This probably is linked to when I had an eating disorder when I was younger. It was really, really bad for me to be home alone because that would embody very like dangerous situations for me. Also when I had my existential fears, like that's when I was home with my thoughts. When I had DPDR, same thing. And so I think sometimes being at home alone in the evening for me is still linked with being anxious or not feeling good. And so I wanted to take a moment, I guess, to take you guys through how I approach this, because believe it or not, I actually kind of enjoy these evenings. And the reason for that is obviously not because the feeling of anxiety is nice, but because I really see these evenings as like opportunities for me to really ground myself, to be really present with myself. And usually what I end up doing in those evenings is actually so much nicer than what I would end up doing in an evening where I was just feeling good. Then I'd probably just be scrolling on my phone the whole time or just watching Netflix. And whenever I have a moment when I'm home alone and I am quite anxious, I really take the time to plan and do things that make me feel really good. And I know this is a topic that I get a lot from people I work with in coaching. It's like I always feel anxious in the evening time or when I'm home alone, or the combination of both. And actually that doesn't have to be like that, or it can be like that, but it doesn't have to be something that makes you suffer. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to make a little to-do list of the things that I still have to do. So like some things are causing me a little anxiety just because I've been postponing, so I'm just gonna add them to my list. Like, for example, doing my laundry, I have to answer a few messages, I have to plan a few intake sessions with people, that kind of stuff. So as long as that's on the back of my mind, I'll be a little bit stressed out. And once that's out of the way, I'm gonna take time to do things that basically make me feel really present. So I'm not gonna go and scroll my phone the whole evening. There will be a moment for that. There will be a moment for Netflix. But I'm more just gonna explore like what I feel my soul and heart needs right now. I'm gonna sit with this a little bit. I'm gonna ask myself, ask my inner child, ask my body what it really, really needs from me right now. And those things, the things that then come out intuitively, I'm just gonna write down, and that's what I'm gonna stick to for this evening. So bear with me and let's get to a really lovely evening. Okay, so I just kind of wrote down everything, and I first said things I must do, so I'm gonna do them right now, immediately. The first thing I need to do is I need to schedule 2 clients in for an intake session that I still have to find a spot for next week. Then I have to reply my WhatsApp messages from yesterday evening and today, because in the weekends I'm a little bit strict to like my time management whilst when it comes to answering WhatsApp messages, because for those of you that don't know, part of my coaching means that my clients have the ability to contact me whenever they need to. That's the monthly coaching that I do with people. And in the week, like I manage a bit more time for that, but in the weekend, obviously it's important for me to rest a little bit too. So that's why I just sometimes shut out my phone and take a moment to be with myself. And then I also have to do laundry, but I actually already did that. I kind of did it before I was filming this video, but I still added it to the list because it just feels really good to be able to cross it through. And then for once, I have like some ideas of things that I just kind of felt like I really wanted to do for myself, which is I want to paint my nails. I haven't done that in a really long time, and I really want to take the time to paint my nails like really nicely. Then I also was thinking of drawing, maybe, like that's something that sometimes I love doing. And in all of the things that I was feeling that I really needed, I felt like I really needed things that are gonna make me really invest in the present moment rather than escaping it. So a few other things that I wrote down is playing soft music, thinking about like recipes for this week that are easy and like nice to make. I also wrote down crying because for some reason I feel like I have to cry. Not yet, but I feel like there's some stored up emotion that needs to be released, and I think I'm just gonna take a moment listening to some music to really allow that, because when you store up emotions, rather than that's stress or anxiety or sadness, that those kind of suppressed emotions start to bottle up and create anxiety, basically. And when you release these emotions, when you actually let them be felt, that's when you are no longer in a state of resistment towards yourself and towards what is. And anxiety in a lot of ways is actually just resistance towards something that's going on inside of you or outside of you. And so when you take the time to be really present, doing things that make you feel really present, like drawing, painting my nails, listening to music, allowing those feelings to be and really come up and come out, you release that resistance, and that's when a lot of the anxiety for me usually goes away. So, and then another thing I wrote down, which I really want to take a moment for, is actually to do one of my coaching tools that I do with my clients on myself. It's a kind of trauma/stress relief tool that I use a lot for myself as well, that I use in sessions as well, and it's just a great way of releasing any stress and tension. So that's something I'm gonna do for myself as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna answer my messages, schedule my intake, and then I'll see you guys for the fun stuff. Alright, so I'm now having a little bit of a snack. I got some carrots and spicy hummus, got some rice crackers with cheddar cheese, and I actually don't know what I want to do right now. I think I'm gonna draw a little bit, and then I'll probably just make dinner. I should not eat while talking. I'm gonna make dinner after, then I'm gonna do my nails and maybe watch something like a film or something. What I want you to remember, if this is a night you're feeling the same way, is that it's totally okay to feel like you're feeling right now, or to feel like that sometimes. It's just about how you then take care of yourself in those nights, how you then nurture yourself and love yourself, like I'm going to do, and what I've already done. Like I got through everything I needed to do. I already feel a bit better, and for the remaining anxiety that I feel, I'm just gonna really be present with myself, just let myself feel these feelings, and be like an older sister to myself, to my inner child, the part of me that's right now crying a little bit or feeling a little bit anxious. Again, it's totally okay to feel like that. And maybe this video and kind of the things I shared give you some inspiration to go through that yourself. decided to make some dinner, just being present with the food I was cooking, really trying to be grateful for all the loving ingredients that I was gonna give my body, and having this as a kind of self-love activity to just nurture my soul as well as my body. Alright, this is dinner. We have broccoli, avocado, red beet, roots, tofu, kimchi, red onion, and underneath salad with homemade garlic dressing. And then we have potatoes with mayonnaise and ketchup. I'm gonna enjoy this. Arthur is already jealous, but he already ate. And have a nice dinner, Arthur. Yes, baby. The weather is really sad, but I'm kind of enjoying it. I feel really good actually now. I really took the time to eat my dinner without any distraction, without any music or like TV shows on the background. I feel like sometimes I do that to distract myself from like being alone, and I really tried to focus on just being present with myself and enjoying my dinner with myself, and it was so good. It was so amazing. Had such a yummy dinner. Actually tasted a lot better too. And now I've just made some granola. It's baking in the oven, and then I'm finally gonna do my nails. I wrote down some really nice recipes that I want to try this week from the Blue Zones cookbook. And yeah, my granola is almost ready, and then I'm gonna just enjoy the rest of my evening. My sheets are in the dryer, so I'm gonna have clean sheets tonight, which I'm really looking forward to. And I'm just gonna watch my show and do nothing. Can't we all be as peaceful as Arturo? Alright sweethearts, this is the end of today's video. I had a really good time just spending my evening with you, and I hope you have a beautiful evening or day too. Remember that if you struggle with anxiety in the evening, it's okay. There's ways to manage it. There's ways to still have a good night. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.